Okay, so once you're done with the front and back patterns, see, this is my chart. Okay, this is the front pattern, and here my back pattern is there. So I'm having some space over here and here. So in these two spaces, whatever you can utilize for your sleeve pattern. Okay. So draw the reference line to this corner side. This is the baseline. Whatever the drafting method we are starting, we have to draw this line and start from this line. Okay. Now take your arm round measurement. So my arm round measurement is 15. So half of it is 7.5. Okay. Mark 7.5 on this reference line. So this 7.5 is half of arm round point. Whatever your arm round, just take half of it and draw it on, mark it on the reference line. Okay. Now take the length, sleeve length. So here my sleeve length is 7 inches. Okay. Here. Draw another line. This is the reference line. On the reference line, I have marked half of arm round line. After that, from the reference line, I have taken the length of my sleeve, 7 inches. So I have marked here and I draw another line. Now from the...
Ma'am, explain once again, ma'am, from starting.
Once again, I have to repeat.
Yeah, ma'am.
See, draw the reference line and mark your half of arm round point, AR. Okay. Mine is 15. I have taken half of it is 7.5. I have marked it. And again from the reference line, mark your sleeve length. So here I am taking 7 inches as my sleeve length. Okay, just give a mark here and draw a line. Okay. So once you done with this, just from the half of arm round point, just draw another line. If you observe, a box has formed, right? Box formation has been done. So in this box, our sleeve is going to be come. Okay. From the half of arm round line, you have to mark 3 inches. 3 inches is common for anyone. If the person is like XL or double XL, then you can go for 4 or 3.5 or 4. But mostly for any size, till L size, 3 inches is common. L means till 38. So this is the cap height. This point is called as cap height, CH. So this is 3 inches. Okay, just make a note. Cap height CH 3 inches. And this is known as the sleeve corner point. Okay, whatever this other side is there, this is the sleeve corner point. And from the cap height point to this sleeve corner point, you have to draw a diagonal line in this way. Okay. After drawing the diagonal line, take the midpoint. Just place the tape like this, exactly from this corner to the cap height point. and take the midpoint of it. Fold it into half. Wherever you get the fold, just mark the midpoint. See, from the cap height point to the sleeve corner, we have drawn a diagonal line. Okay. And we have taken the midpoint of this diagonal line. Now, whatever the midpoint is there, from there, place a tape perpendicular to it. Okay, place a tape perpendicular to it and mark half inch above to that midpoint. Mark half inch above to that midpoint. What are these 2 points? Is the point which is on the diagonal line. By using this point, we are going to draft the front arm curve. Okay, and the above one is for back arm curve. Okay, 2 curves will be formed here for the sleeve pattern. So these 2 points represents those. Okay. So on the diagonal line, you have to take the midpoint and again place a tape perpendicular to it and mark half inch above. Okay. Now take the French curve. See, in the French curve, you can see some, sleeve and some side 3.5 representations. In that, sleeve marking representation is utilized here. For example, if some of the scales won't have any, these kind of markings, then measure this round, whatever the round is there in the French curve, from this, roundness here, from this tip, just measure 8 inches. Okay. Throughout the curve, just place the measuring tape and measure this. Wherever you get 8 inches, just give a mark there. Okay. With the pencil or whatever marker pen, just give a measure there. So whatever the 8-inch point is the sleeve line. Okay. Now to the sleeve corner, place this sleeve marking. And just place your finger here and align this tip point to the midpoint. Just align it in this way. Okay. The sleeve line might be changed a little bit. That's completely fine. Whatever the curve has formed, just draw the curve, half curve till the midpoint, like this, half curve. Okay. Now, keep the head. This is the head part of the French curve towards your left hand side and align this cap height point and the midpoint. Align these two. Okay. Just align like this and draw the remaining half curve. Okay, like this. So whatever the curve formed, this is the front arm curve. Front side arm curve. Okay, front arm curve, FAC. Any doubts in this curve? Understood, right? Everyone? Okay. Again, for drafting the back arm curve, place the sleeve to the sleeve corner and align this tip, align this curve to the half-inch point, which is perpendicular to the diagonal line. Just place the French curve in this way. Align a curve formation and draw the curve. Half curve. Okay, like this. If you observe, back arm curve will come a little high than the front arm curve. Okay. Now, take the measuring tape and from the cap height point, you have to mark 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch. Okay. And take the scale from this half-inch point to the 3/4 inch point, you have to draw a straight line. Okay. Now, whatever the cap height point and the 3/4 inch point, You have to draw the curve, a little curve. The French curve, inside you can see some curve formation, right? So in that, align these 2 points and make a curve formation there. A little teeny tiny curve, this curve will come, very tiny curve. Okay, so this is the back arm curve. Back arm curve. Understood?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, back arm curve. One more time explain, ma'am.
Okay. See, back arm curve, place the sleeve marking on the sleeve corner. Okay. And move the tail part of the French curve to the half-inch point and draw the curve till this. Okay, whatever the half-inch. After that, from the cap height point, mark 3/4 inch. This gap is 3/4 inch. Okay. From the half-inch point to the 3/4, draw a straight line, and then the cap height to the 3/4 inch point, draw the curve by using inside curve, French curve. Why we are drawing here straight is, if you observe, front hand will go some inside, okay? By folding, for folding the arm, you will get some, like folding near the, what do we say, underarms. So for that purpose, we will be coming a little front, and back it will be like straight. While you do the stitching, this part will come straight in the back. That is the difference in the back arm curve and the front arm curve. And one more thing, means whatever the 3/4 we are taking, for that purpose only, for making the curve straight, we are taking this measurement. So please keep remember that while drafting the back arm curve, you have to mark 3/4 inch and then give a straight line here. Okay. Now you have to measure these two curves. Whether they are, here also we have to match with our armhole. The same thing which we done in the front and back patterns, the arm curve, here also both the arm curves should be measured, and again that arm curve should get matched with our armhole. So just I'm starting from the back arm curve here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3/4. I'm getting 8 3/4 as my back. Okay. Now I'm counting the front arm curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and half. 8 and half. So total 17. Again, I'm getting 17. So 1 inch extra is coming for me. So in such cases, same like, the patterns, front and back patterns, what we did, we shifted the line 1 centimeter upside and the downside, right? Here in the sleeve pattern, just half of arm round line is there, right? This line. This line, if you are getting, see my armhole is 16, but I'm getting 17. Means I'm getting more than my armhole. If at all, you get more than your armhole, then you have to shift this half of arm round line by 1 centimeter towards inside. Inside. Means towards inside here. If I'm getting my arm curves length as 14 or 15, means less than my armhole, then I have to shift my armhole line, half of arm round line, 1 centimeters towards outside. See, only one thing, we are just adjusting the curves. Okay, for that purpose only we are moving this. If you get more, you have to just shift this line towards inside, and means we are reducing the curves. By shifting 1 centimeter, again the point will be changed here, this gap. So whatever the curve is extra coming, that will be reduced. If you are getting, short curve, you are increasing this. by 1 centimeter. Means you are getting extra space here. Again, you will be getting exact armhole if you are getting less. Hope this is understood. Any doubts here? Understood, right?
Ma'am, I got 7.5.
7.5.
7.5 back and 7.5 front is correct only. I got.
14, 15. So what is
My
your
armhole is 15. It's correct only.
your armhole is
15. It's correct only, no?
15? It is correct. Sometimes you will be getting exact, and that is fine. If it is get matched with your armhole, then it is correct. 7.5, 7.5. In total, it is 15, right? So no need of doing again erasing and shifting this half of armhole line. Hope you got this. Okay. Now coming to the sleeve open. So here my sleeve open is 11.5. Okay, take the half of point. So it will be 5 3/4. Mark your sleeve open on this line. Bottom line. Okay. And whatever the point you get, from that point to the cap height point, I will erase and do this later. Okay. As of now, I'm just showing the cap height point as similar. Just draw the line. So with this, the sleeve pattern is completed. Any doubts here? If at all those who are getting, extra, just erase this half of arm round line and just shift it either inside or outside by 1 centimeter and redraw these curves. Okay. Again, you have to draw the diagonal line, take the midpoint. Okay. And from that midpoint, you have to mark 1/2 inch above and draw the both front and back arm curves. Okay. That is the procedure. Once whatever the point you get exact means here. If you move the half of arm round line point on the reference line, you can measure that point. Okay, from the newly shifted point till this. So that is your arm round point. You can just remember it. You can make a note of it, and anytime you are willing to do the pattern, you can exactly use this, the exact number, so that no erasings will be formed. Hope everyone understood the sleeve pattern. So on Monday, we'll do the cutting of this chart and keep ready with 1 meter of the blouse fabric. We'll do the laying and cutting of the pattern. Is that fine? Any other doubts? The pattern is clear, right? And I want your pictures of today's front pattern and the sleeve pattern. Please share me the pictures so that I'll be correcting. Why I am asking is, if I just simply explain and I do by myself, while you doing or stitching the blouse, by end of the workshop, you might face some loose or, properly came or not, that doubts will arise. That's why I'm asking your patterns, so that I can do the corrections. If at all any wrongly you have marked means, I can correct it. So you can erase and draw the pattern again. Then you will be getting, perfect fit blouse. That is what my intention. That's why I'm asking your patterns. Okay. Please complete, the patterns and just share me the pictures. I'll do correction if at all any wrongly marked is there. Okay. So, yeah. Any doubts? Any doubts in today's session? If at all you have any doubts, let me know, or else we'll end the session for today. No doubts. Okay. Okay, then we'll meet on Monday, 10 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. Happy weekend and have a nice day. Bye.